Yo, what up YouTube? You know the vibes, you know who it is, you know what's up. It's iSprayYouPray, also known as capital C and Flow. You know the vibes, baby, let's go. So today we're going to be talking about the time when we went down to Port Jeff and we was trying to record a music video for our boy. We be making music and all that. You could check that shit out in the description if you want to. You know, he's the producer right there. The outro song is actually his song, so go check that shit out and run that shit up. So basically, in this video, we're going to be talking about when we went down to Port Jeff and we got accused of kidnap and rape. So it started off as a nice, lonely, cold, dark night, and me and my brother were scrounging around because we didn't have any weed left. And our boy P&K hits us up, and as he hits us up, he asks if we wanted to record a music video, and we were like, yeah, that's a perfect idea. Let's record a music video. I hit my boy from Port Jeff up, you know, my man's crush. He was with it. He wanted to hang out and get down and get this video out. So, you know, we all linked up at the end of the night and we wanted to get this video done. P&K pulled up to the house, and when he pulled up to the house, me and my brother were here in the cold, dark, and we were scrounging around for some weed scraps, and we couldn't find anything, but we ended up smoking some wax paper. You know, we took a little paper, put it in a little empty cart, and, you know, scrapped around for some wax to get on there and smoke that out of a bowl. You know, good times. Anyways, P&K picked us up, and now we're proceeding to leave so we can proceed to go get the clips for the music video. And as we leaving, and I wanted to stop at a deli because, you know, I'm trying to get a little drink on, so I stopped at a deli and I got a little Modelo, you know what I'm saying? We pulling up to the marina now, and as we pulling up to the marina, we just wanted to get a couple donut shots, so he was, you know, hanging out the window, and I had to hang out the front of the window. So this man's was driving doing donuts, I was in the passenger seat and I was hanging out the fucking front window, and P&K was in the back hanging out the back window, and I had to stand out, like hang out the side of the car while he was doing donuts and record our boy so he can get shots of this music video. And that shit was fun as hell. But like, as we was doing donuts and as this dude was doing some backward donuts shits and all that great shit, like my fucking leg started to get a Charlie horse and that shit started to freeze up, and I was just like, god damn. And I was still hanging out the window trying to hold on for my dear life. I was like using my body to hold on because I was like holding on to the door with my body and using my hands to fucking record. I got a good rush out of that, I'm not gonna lie. I like that shit. That shit was fun. After we went to the marina, we proceeded to go meet the rest of our boys down in Port Jeff. And when we went down to Port Jeff, we had a nice little like 30-40 minute drive. You know, we driving, talking, vibing out, just blasting music and shit. You know how it go. Anyways, we get down to Port Jeff and now we meet our boy. And when we got to this train station, I swear to God, like after drinking that Modelo, like I had to take the biggest piss on the world. So like I got out the car and like I went to the corner and I took a little leak real quick. And anyways, after I took my little leak, I come back and my boy's pulling into the station that we met him at. And as he's pulling to the station, he gets out the car and now he's giving us a couple more beers. And we're like, oh shit, let's go to the next parking lot. So we went down to the next parking lot and we was waiting for another boy at the time that we had. And now our other boy gets here and now we have everybody here in this one location. So now we all in the parking lot.
Y'all see this crackhead? He was just on my ass, bro. Look at him, bro. He thinks he is on top right now. Look at the fit. Okay, okay. Check, fit, check.
I'm sorry. What do I gotta tell you, huh? Yo, I'ma burn you if you get near me.
So this is the crackhead that was telling me to, he was trying to be my parent. You know what to do, this fucking weird crackhead. Sir, I'm gonna need you to back up. I'm gonna need you to back up, sir. Oh, another crackhead joined in. Ah!
Now we smoking up. Now we smoking joints and shit. Now we got weed and shit. Yeah, we got weed. We back on, baby. Anyways, we was smoking up and we was drinking some fucking Budweisers and we was just getting lit. You know what I'm saying? And after getting a little lit, we wanted to get a couple shots. We wanted to get a couple shots down in Port Jeff because there was a couple like alleyway spots that I wanted to take him to and get a couple shots there. So we walking down into Port Jeff on Main Street, and now we get into this little alleyway by a bar. Right, so now we in this little alleyway by the bar, and as we in this alleyway by the bar, we in there and he's getting the first couple shots of our boy doing a music video. And now some lady with a whole group of people is walking by, and this group of people just happened to be a fucking group of retired like detectives and shit. Oh, whoop-de fucking do, retired detectives, great. Like one of the dudes ends up coming out and he just stops and stands there and stares at us, and like the rest of the group already like moved on and walked past us, but like this one dude like stopped and stared and he's like, oh, what are you guys doing? They want to know, like, what are you doing? What are you guys doing back here? Like, oh, they want to know. And I'm like, I walked up to him and I'm like, oh, nothing, like, we're recording a music video, like, you know what I'm saying?
We actually have a clip of that. I'm gonna play it.
Yo, what's going on, man?
So basically, I told him like, yo, we not doing anything. Like, we recording a music video. Like, wow, what's up? And like, I thought he was just like genuinely curious on what we were doing, but I guess not. I guess they just already assumed we were doing bad shit, so they didn't really give a fuck what like the answer was, you know? He proceeds to ask questions. Now the whole group comes back, and now like this dude's yoking up one of our other dudes, and he grabs him up by the fucking shirt, yokes this dude up, right? And the other dude's like holding on to him, and he's like, yo, like, let go of me, let go of me. And now one of these ladies is trying to like throw punches at me, and she's throwing punches at me, and they're asking like, where's the girl at? Where's the girl? What'd you do with her? Where's the girl, huh? What'd you do with the girl? Where's the girl? And as this lady is like throwing punches at me, like I'm trying to explain to her, I got my hands up and I'm walking back slowly. I'm trying to explain to her, and I got him behind me because I didn't want nobody swinging on him, so I got him behind me, and I'm just like, I'm trying to explain like, excuse me, like, we just recording a music video, we is not doing anything wrong. I was trying to explain and be like I was trying to like keep the peace and shit, and I guess this lady's husband like noticed I was trying to keep the peace and W this guy because he started pulling his wife off of me and shit. She ended up actually hitting the cigarette out of my mouth, and like I just quickly bent down and picked that shit up and put that shit back in my mouth. I backed up a little more, and then I like continued explaining to them. They ended up letting us go and shit, and we ended up walking down Main Street. And as we're walking down Main Street, we're walking into the fucking parking lot because we needed to cut through and cut around and go back around to get to the other parking lot so we can get to the cars. So now we're walking through this parking lot, and there's this fucking like ranger with a green cap on, like a little green beret, and he's got a M4 on him, and he's got a fucking Glock, all this like gadgets on him and shit. And I'm like, yo, this dude is really decked out. My man's is really decked, like, goddamn. So he proceeds to ask us like, oh, were you guys with a girl in an alleyway on Main Street? Do you guys know anything about that? Were you guys with a girl? Did you guys have a girl with you on Main Street? And we were like, no, officer, sorry. And we just kept walking. Like, all of us at the same time simultaneously said no, like, sorry, officer, like, no, we have no clue what you're talking about, sorry, bye. And then we just like walked off and spit off to the cars. Like, as soon as we got out of sight, we like walked as fast as we could and got to that fucking car because we did not want nothing to do with that. And after that, we was pretty bummed because we couldn't even get the clips we wanted to get, so we just said fuck it and we just called it a night, and we didn't even fucking get the clips for that video. But that was basically the time where someone accused us of fucking holding a girl hostage and her. I don't know. If you guys enjoyed that video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe down below. Let's blow up by December, please. I'm trying to get this shit right. You feel me? Peace, yo.
5-star trips, let me take you to LA. We can get it all day. Baby girl, let's take a trip. 5-star place, leave a dozen on the tips.